Hello everybody, welcome to videos. Today we've seen with subscribe. It's episode 3 of 3, the final video of this series. Now we haven't got much more to do, but making good progress. Now if you missed episode 1 and 2, yes you have missed quite a lot. But anyway, I'll do a quick recap of what's been going on. But anyway, streaming all these games, believe subscribe, episode 3. Let's go. At the end of episode 2, we received a message from Anita using the link interface. The message was for an agent from Hobart called Eduardo. After Anita's death and going to a D-Link, Anita was unable to deliver the message about a tunnel located under the city leading to an old subway. Now Eduardo is a gardener located on the bottom floor, also a Crocodile Dundee lookalike, so we're going to go over there now and deliver the message. So we're going to go down a couple of floors and head that way now. Beneath Silver Sky was published in March 1994 by Virgin Interactive on floppy disk and CD-ROM. It came on 15 floppy disks as opposed to Learner Temptress, which came out on 4. Because of the Amiga restrictions, a few animations had to be left out, as not all Amiga owners owned a hard drive. Each conversions of the images to the Amiga resulted in a loss of detail. According to Revolution in-house artist Adam Tween, it took a couple of days to touch up the screens. A comic book created by Gibbons was also translated into the introduction sequence of the game, which came as part of the game package. Beneath Silver Sky was translated from English into French and Portuguese and was the first game not developed in Portugal to be released with a Portuguese translation. Right, we're going to head down to ground level. Okay, we arrive at ground level. Poor Joey's there. We need to find another shell. In the meantime, let's go and find Eduardo. Okay, speak to him.
Excuse me. Do you know a girl called Anita? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Why do you want to know? She's been murdered. I found her body in the cathedral. Can't see why you're telling me. Excuse me. What's your name? It's Eduardo. Why? You're Anita's contact, right? How come you know so much? She left a message on her card. Listen, do you know what's happened to Link? I'm totally confused. Link is a living, self-replicating organism. Originally, it served as an advisor to the Council, but it has gradually taken control. How and why? We're really not sure. Hobart scientists have developed a virus. It will check Link's growth, if we can get it into the system. Will you give me the virus? I can't. It's been downloaded to Link Space. Anita was supposed to retrieve it, since she had a Shriebman port. So have I. I owe it to Anita to get that virus. No chance. It's bound to be guarded. I can try at least.
Okay, what we'll try and do now is basically go to the left side of this level. Now in episode 2, the courtroom was actually locked. Not anymore. So that's our next destination we've got to go to. After that we go to the club. And then hopefully we're going to get that glass, which will allow us to change our fingerprints. So the door is now open. In we go to the courtroom.
Silence in court! Security Services, Department of Justice, Inc. Judge Chatsney presiding. Court is now in session.
Silence! I recognize that villain. An habitual criminal if ever I saw one.
That's Mr. Greaves, my lord. The counsel for the prosecution.
Silence when you speak to me. Now, who is the first contestant?
Defendant, my lord. The case of Union Security Services versus Howard Hobbins.
Howard Hobbins, come on up. Nice to see you, Howard. You're not nervous, are you?
Not really.
The defendant is accused of gross contempt and assault of a security officer.
Intolerable. What have you got to say for yourself, eh?
I've been framed, Your Honour. May I elucidate, my lord?
Go on then, but hurry up about it.
Officer Blunt was investigating a complaint made against Hobbins. After questioning the defendant, he was the victim of an assault.
Ah, monstrous! Off with his head!
Just a flipping minute. Who's defending me?
Defence? Is he entitled to any?
I'm afraid so, my lord.
Upon my soul, whatever next? Who'd be silly enough to defend this wretch? Very well, let's get on with round one. Fingers on the buzzers, everyone.
I wish to call Officer Blunt.
Call Officer Blunt!
Please tell the court what happened. I was assaulted. And is the culprit present in the court? That's him in the overalls. I rest my case, my lord.
Good. Where's my black cap?
We haven't heard the defence, my lord.
Is it really necessary? Oh, go on. Just don't take all day.
Now then, Officer Blunt. What was the nature of your injuries?
I got very wet.
But you didn't suffer any physical harm.
I could have caught a nasty cold.
Tell the court how you got wet.
While patrolling on Bellevue, I was saturated by a sudden shower.
Did you ascertain its source?
Oh, yeah. I heard laughter from the walkway above.
So, you saw the accused pour the liquid?
I couldn't see anything. My eyes were full of water. But I'd recognize his laugh anywhere.
Just how well do you know Hobbins?
I've never met him before.
And yet you say you recognized his laughter.
I don't know.
Who lodged the complaint against Hobbins?
Objection, my lord. Defense is contriving to lead the witness.
It was a simple question. I wish to establish the seriousness of the complaint made against my client.
I shall permit the witness to answer. However, I'm awarding Mr. Greaves 5 points for a well-timed interruption.
So who did lodge the complaint?
It was Daniel Piermont.
What was Mrs. Piermont's grievance?
Cruelty to her pet dog. I interviewed Hobbins on 4 occasions, but he still hasn't confessed.
Did you examine the dog?
I tried to.
And?
A bugger bit me.
No further questions, Your Honor. I'd like to question the defendant. Did you assault Officer Blunt?
Objection, my lord.
Why, man, what's wrong?
Repetition, my lord?
Objection overruled.
Are you guilty of assault, Howard?
Not me. I was fixing one of the cooling pipes, and it burst.
So Blunt's soaking was an accident?
Not exactly.
Why did the pipe burst?
Some joker had cut a power cable and overloaded the steam release in the power station. That's what damaged the cooling pipe.
Oh, I see. Did you laugh at Blunt's predicament?
Laugh? I'd nearly wet me pants.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Greaves, you may start the bonus round.
The facts speak for themselves, my lord. Hobbins is a cruel and callous man, with no respect for law and order. I recommend the maximum possible sentence.
Any comments from the defense?
I don't believe this is happening. This is total madness. You've all been warped in some way. And I think Link is the cause.
Silence! I've heard quite enough of this nonsense. So it's time for me to make my judgment. Howard Hobbins, you've won tonight's star prize. Life imprisonment. However, in view of your service to the city, I'm going to reduce your sentence. 2 hours community service. Court dismissed.
There you go, done. Now we go into the club. And of course, we've got the license, we can go in, no problems now. Okay, back at the club again, having no band playing this time. What we're going to try and do here is get that glass off the table, which contains Coulson's fingerprints. Coulson is the owner of the club, and the only one can open this door at the bottom, which leads into the wine cellar. So we're going to try and draw him away from the table. So we're going to use a jukebox.
Hey, music lover. If you're looking for the best in sounds, I got 'em. The music of the spheres right here on Earth. So come on, get your fingers on my buttons. Let's make beautiful music together.
How offensive. Why they put voices in these machines is beyond me.
I'm all warmed up for you, baby.
Shut up and let me check the selections. Oh Lord, it's mostly country and western.
Nobody's perfect.
Ah, there are 3 tunes by the Resident Band.
So, what's your choice, big boy?
You search but find nothing.
Okay, you search but find nothing is a song he absolutely detests. So we're going to wait over by the bar. We're going to stand next to Bouncing Babs, wait for him to get up from his chair, go to the point where he doesn't like it, and stop the music. That's when we're going to pounce. We're going to steal his glass. Then we'll go and get some surgery, which allows us to match the fingerprints on the glass. In the meantime, let's wait for him to get up off his chair. That's all we can do. This is the point he doesn't like it. There we go. So we steal the glass. So what he does now, he goes up to the jukebox and gives it a good kicking. There you go. We're done here. Okay, gonna head over to the elevator, and in August 2003, the game was released as freeware with its assembly language source code by Revolution Software. Although the license under the source code is released does not qualify as a free software license. The source code availability made it possible for ScumVM projects to support the game, which allows the game to be played with Windows, OS X, Linux, Windows CE, and other compatible operating systems and platforms. In November 2011, James Woodcock released an enhanced soundtrack of the game for ScumVM. The game is also available as a sub-cost download or digital distribution services, including Azura and GOG.com. Okay, we arrive again at Burke's Biosurgery for a different reason this time. We've got to adjust our fingerprints using the glass we picked up from the club. So hopefully it can do it. Okay, we're going to give the glass to Burke.
Excuse me. Can you match my fingerprints to those on this glass?
Oh yes, my machine will do that automatically.
It's not against the law, is it?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Don't security use them to check people's identities?
If they do, it's the first time I've heard of it. The usual procedure for identification of suspects is a retina scan at the post-mortem. Now, about these prints you requested. Open the panel on my machine and insert the glass. Then place your hands in the otodermatome.
Will this hurt, Doc?
Oh yes, quite considerably.
Good luck. You've been through a lot today. That's gotta hurt. Right, we're done here. So now we have to go back to where we were before. In July 2009, Revolution Software announced that a remastered edition of Beautiful Sky would be released on iOS later that year. The remastered edition featured new animated movies by Gibbons, also a context-sensitive help system and improved audio quality. The game was released on the App Store on November 7, 2009. The animated movies in the iOS remastered version make use of the original stills and use the sliding paper-like style to animate them. The source code was released under the GNU GPL 2.0 or later. Right, short and sweet, we're back to the club again. Okay, we're back again. So we go down to this bottom section, and now only me and Colston can activate this thumb plate. So we go over to the door, press our thumb against the plate, and boom and pow, the door will be open, which will take us to the wine cellar. Open sesame. Right, in we go. Right, we've got to go through this grill that takes us into the subway, so we climb on top of the box, which breaks. Now we use the metal bar and use it on the packing case. We lift the top up and we place it on top of the box. So now we stand on it, it can take our weight. Now we've got to put a hole in the grill using the metal bar. Now we've got to make it bigger by using the secateurs. Here we go.
The subway. It's like a warren built by giant rabbits.
Okay, on we go. Now, Beautiful Sky was critically acclaimed. In 1995, PC Gamer awarded the Best Dialogue Award, and it won the Best Adventure Award at the Golden Joystick Awards. It was also a commercial success, reaching #1 players on the British Gallup charts. Eurogamer's Simon Parkin later summarised it as selling extremely well, with lifetime sales between 300,000 and 400,000 units by July 2009. Parkin noted that the majority of its sales derive from European countries. Now in here is a monster who actually eat you alive, but it doesn't like the light. Luckily on our possession we have a light bulb, so we can place it in the socket. Now towards the later parts of this game there are so many things that can kill you. That one is an instant kill, and in here is another one. It's a very dodgy ceiling, so I'm going to go through the exit door. We've got to be quick about it.
Uh-oh, the tunnel roof doesn't look too stable.
Right, go for it. Run for your life. Okay, so remember the time we're trapped. We've got a vein, a plaster, and a sealed door. We cannot open the door, only a robot can do that. So we've got to try and get the robot in here somehow. So we use the metal bar, use it with the plaster.
I've exposed the bricks beneath the plaster.
Okay, now we use it again, but this time with the brickwork. Now we pick up the brick. And we use the metal bar again, but this time with a swelling.
It's penetrated the outer skin.
And we hit it repeatedly with a brick.
Ugh! I made a hole right through the vein.
Right, pick up the bar, and what it does is that will summon the robot into this room to repair that vein, which will leave the door open for us. And this will be a future robot for Joey. Right, in the meantime, let's have a look at what dangers lie ahead. We look through the grill, where there is actually a android. Now on the floor is a grill that plays a big part here. So we've got to try and get rid of the dangers. So we go into the room. Okie dokie. Now on the ceiling we have a metal bar and a grill. Now we've got to try and get access to that grill by closing the cover on this pit by using the control unit. We do this by reducing the temperature. When you reduce the temperature, the cover will close a fraction more, allowing you to step onto it. But it's not like it for very long, so we step onto it while it's closed, you get access to the bar, which makes the grill unsecure.
Pulling the handle has loosened the grill.
Because above this room is where the android is. So now when he steps onto it, he'll fall right through it and be burned to a crisp. That's the plan anyway. Okay, at the moment of time, we're fairly safe, but not for long. In the meantime, let's get Joey running again. Now, when that robot is not operational, it's actually on a recharging unit. But like all the other robots, you have to put the circuit board in the slot. So, we use the circuit board with the slot.
How do you feel, Joe?
I'm completely operational, and all my circuits are functioning perfectly.
That's a relief. Is there any immediate danger?
If your presence here is detected, termination is more than likely.
I want you to check out the tank room.
Please be more specific.
I want a detailed report on everything, especially that android.
The android could be dangerous.
Exactly. I don't want to risk my neck.
So Joey, like you did in the early points of this game, you use him to look around, look for the dangers, look for the useful things. What we're hoping to find is going to be a tap, which a combination of the grill and the tap will play a big part to get rid of that android. Provided he finds it, he should do. But we're going to wait patiently, wait where it's safe, and wait for the detailed report. Right, let's see how we got on.
The growth tanks contain developing androids. Nourishment is supplied from a tank. The temperature is maintained by convection from an underground source. Access to the growth tanks is not possible.
Tell me about the computer.
Access to the computer is denied. The tank contains chemicals on which the androids feed.
So, without it, they'd die?
Affirmative.
Is there a way of draining the tank?
Manual evacuation is achieved by opening a tap.
That will distract the android technician.
Okay, so he'll go in there and he'll open that tap, causing a puddle on the floor. So yes, that and the combination of the grill will make the android walk around it, hopefully stepping onto the grill and falling through the floor. The drip confirms it, so wait for Joey to come in here and then we're going to go in there. Okay, well done, Joey.
Hello! I was not expecting a visitor. A puddle? The tank must be leaking.
Humans 1, androids 0.
Superb. Right, we're nearly done now. Let's go to the exit door. Well done, Joey. Okay, at the moment of time, door on the left is locked, door on the right is locked, but we go in this door here. Okay, so we've got to try and open up the door. We use the ID card with the terminal. Okay, status report, access to restricted area number 2. Open the door. Done.
You've saved me the bother of coming to find you.
I should have guessed you were part of all this.
Why do you think Reich had to die when he tried to kill you? Or that meddling girl who tried to help you escape? Link needs you alive, Overman. That's why it planned this family reunion.
Get out while you can, Rob.
Stop! Tell me what you want from me!
You won't be needing this robot where you're going.
These androids are dropping like flies. Well done, Joey.
Poor Joey didn't last long in that shell. I'll take his board as a memento.
Okay, we search the corpse.
Aha! Another ID card from my collection.
Okay, so we go into the link terminal. Okay, we're going to use the one we just picked up with the link terminal. There we go. Okay, we're back in the link interface. So this one has additional ability. This is what we use to get rid of the Crusader. But like Anita's card, it also does have the ability to use the blind. So I'm going to blind the eyeball again. There we go. And to get rid of the Crusader, we use the Define Wrath. Have some of that. Right, we're done here. We disconnect. Okay, we're not done with it yet. Now we use Anita's card. Place it into the slot. What we're looking for is a virus. Okay, so now the Crusader is out of the equation. But again, we've got to use the blind icon. We've got to try and find a helix, which is basically a virus. So blind the eyeball, go through the exit door. Go through the right door. Okay, we use the oscillator with the crystal. Shattering it allows us to get the helix. Right, we're done here. Disconnect. Okay, so now we have a virus, which is on Anita's card. Right, now this door is open, now we can go in there. Okay, in here we have 2 large tanks and a console. We're going to place the virus in the console.
Ha! The virus has caused the program to crash.
Okay, now this tank on the right contains tissues. Not tissues you use to blow your nose. You'll pick up the tongs and use it with the tank. And we use it immediately with the other huge tank.
The tissue is frozen now.
Fantastic, on we go. Next room. Okay, we have 3 androids. Now 2 of them are bad news, 1 of them is good news. The one on the left and one on the right will kill you. So we're going to go for the one in the middle. We're going to open up the cabinet door. This is Joey's latest body. So like before, we're going to use the circuit board with the slot. There you go, close the door. And use the computer. Okay, download character data, number 2. Operation successful. Main menu. 3, run startup program.
How do you feel, Joey?
I'm not entirely sure, sir. I feel soft and curiously vulnerable.
That's because you're practically human.
And this feeling of insecurity is natural?
Oh yeah, you'll get used to it.
By the way, sir, take my advice. Don't wake the other androids.
Why not?
If they've been programmed, they'll terminate you.
Thanks for saving me from the android.
My actions were the only logical course. What I cannot comprehend is how an android could behave in such an irrational manner. Why, it was almost as if he was human.
Are we close to Link's core?
Almost certainly, sir. I can sense its presence in a strange and mysterious way.
Like the old man. The pictures in the campfire. He saw it too. The evil beneath the city. And then he died with the rest of the tribe.
This isn't the time for remorse, sir. You must destroy the evil and avenge their deaths.
What did he mean by a family reunion?
Since your mother was killed, that leaves only...
My father.
You never speak of him, do you?
That's because I can't remember him.
Can or won't, sir.
I think you need a new name, Joey.
I concur with your observation, Mr. Foster. What do you consider an appropriate sobriquet?
I'm gonna call you Ken.
That's wonderful news, sir. Tell me, are there any memorable Kens in history? A Ken whom I might seek to emulate?
All the Kens I can think of were dorks.
Splendid! It will be my mission in life to make the name Ken synonymous with dorks.
Never mind.
Right, on we go through the exit door. Okay, another room, another sealed door, but this one has 2 hand panels.
That tickles.
Right, we talk to Ken.
Place your hand on that lock sensor.
With pleasure, sir.
And we do the same.
Hey, Rubberman! What's wrong with you?
I appear to have a problem, sir. My hand has melted onto the door.
I don't like to leave you here.
I'll be free in no time, sir. Have you got an axe?
No, I haven't. Why?
You could have used it to sever my hand.
That's unthinkable. Still stuck?
I'm afraid so, sir. It's frustrating, to say the least.
Never mind.
Okay, unfortunately we head off without him. But anyway, one more thing still to do. So we jump down there and head to the next room. Now luckily, on our possession, we still have that cable. So we're going to use the cable with the pipe support. There's quite a lot of things in this game you use more than once. Okay, now we climb down the rungs. Okay, so now we use the tongs with the orifice.
Yes, I've poisoned the sludge.
That opens up a door, so we're going to go and grab the cable.
This could be the second most stupid thing I've ever done. Father?
Is that Robert? Oh, my son. Why did you come here?
I thought you'd be glad to see me.
I did everything I could to stop you. You're in terrible danger. Get away.
I'm taking you with me. How do I disconnect you from the machine?
Listen to me. Link needs a replacement for my brain. And the best choice was someone related by blood. It sent Reich and his goons to bring you here. Link killed Reich when he threatened you.
But if Link wanted me alive, why did it wreck the helicopter?
That was my doing, Robert. I managed to wrest control from Link for a few seconds. Long enough to cause the crash. I hope to spare you my fate, Robert.
Ken, you're just in time.
I thought you might need a hand, sir. I've got a bad feeling about this, sir.
What happened, Father?
Link has rejected me. And without it, I'll die.
Right, we talk to Ken.
Help me, quickly!
What do you want me to do, sir?
Sit in that chair.
Are you going to plug me into Link, sir? I hope you know what you're doing. Something is happening, I think. Yes, I'm gaining control. I found my destiny, Mr. Foster.
Can you ever forgive me, Robert?
For letting your machine kill my mother?
Please, try to understand. It was the greatest experiment ever devised. Tapping the unexplored depths of the human brain. The potential of the subconscious mind.
You fused with this machine deliberately?
It was a well-considered plan, my boy.
Well considered? It was nothing but megalomania.
I had a dream. The fusion process was an apparent success, but the computer shared access to my human failings. It learned of greed, of vanity. It reveled in the power it wielded. I was almost powerless in the hands of this monster.
Which is the monster, Father? The computer or you?
Robert. Oh, Robert. You were my only reason for wanting to live.
Father? Father! Too late. It's over now.
About the vacancy in the sewage grading plant, Howard. Perhaps we should assign the position to Gilbert Lamb.
Hello, Mr. Hobbins.
Hello, son. What do you want?
I've come to say goodbye.
You still plan to go back to the Gap?
Yeah, I've had it with city life. I'm certainly gonna miss you both. Why don't you come too?
We got enough to do. Getting Union City back to normal.
I reckon you'll make a great team.
Will you come back to visit us, sir?
I'm not sure about that, Ken. But I'll be thinking of you. Oh, by the way, Mr. Hobbins. Here's your wrench.
Thanks, son. I'll need that if Ken gives me any trouble.
Goodbye, friends. And thanks.
Be vigilant.
Okay, everybody, it's another video of Beneficial Sky episode 3 done. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Jamie Morden's Games. Please like, comment, share, please subscribe to the channel, Facebook and Twitch. This like Morden's Games you find fairly easy. Please remember to hit the bell icon and notify you visit fantastic. Music videos through Hannah making and live streams every Friday night anytime 8 o'clock on my way. Ciao, bye, see ya. Beneficial Sky was translated from English into Portuguese and French. This was the first game to be... Jamie got a light bulb, not a card. A comic book created by Gibbons was also translated into the introduction sequence as a... No. Okay, back at the club again. However, no band this time. So what we're going to try and do this time is we're going to try and get the boss away from that table. What's his name? Colston. The source code was released under the GNU GLP. Pooh! No, that's wrong. That's wrong. The source code was released under GNU GPL 2.8. Pooh! That's wrong as well. 2.0, Jamie, or later.